during that match, you kind of saw how you had this realization that you're in the ring with Christian and that like you're the only two. So like, what was going on in your mind during that moment?
Yeah, that was wild for me. You know, at first you got to worry about guys coming left and right, and all these people. There's so many different people you have to think about. And then I've been the last two a couple times, and each time that's the guy. You realize it's the guy I got to beat. This time, for it to be a legend like Christian, with so much experience, you know, that felt like a really tall task, but I was able to do it.
What is it like?
Britt, I wanted to say congratulations. You really deserve all of this. And I feel like everything that you said that you wanted to set out to do, you did. You got your first AEW figure. You became the AEW Women's Champion. So what's the next goal that the AEW fans are going to see you complete?
I said, well, here, let me give you a hug.
Oh, congratulations.
Because now you got a hug from a real role model.
Yes, a real role model.
So, what I said is that it's the start of a new era, and I believe that because I don't think I'm just a face of women's division. I think I'm a face of AEW and a face of the industry right now, and I take a lot of pride in that because I work my ass off. And I, like I said on Busted Open, you can't look away when I talk, when I open my mouth. So, as an undeniable talent, this is my time.
You were just talking about celebrating, and you were saying how you got to celebrate with your family, your boyfriend, and you got to share a moment with Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
Just what was that moment like to finally have that hug with him with the AEW Women's Championship?
So, Tony is one of my best friends.
Yeah.
We talk all the time. We FaceTime. We're very, very close, and he had a lot to do with who I am today. And he's the one holding the microphone for my first promos ever, and he's to be, my working husband, to go to say, and then one of my best friends outside. To have him there was so important and special. Like I can't imagine this night without having a hug from Tony Schiavone, because he's such a part of who I am, and it was really special, and I'll always remember what he said to me.
Hi guys.
Hey, how are you?
Chris, congratulations.
Thank you
You've
very much.
had so many huge wins, throughout your career, and you had a big win tonight with the Inner Circle, with the AEW fans here. Where does this win rank in your overall career, if you can rank it?
I just think because just the fact that we did it in front of kind of our first full house in 16 months, 14 months, whatever it's been, it made it very monumental for everybody. So I think it was a victory no matter what the stats of the matches were. I think for us putting together Stadium Stampede 2 was a challenge because last year's was so critically acclaimed and so well done. But the difference was last year we were kind of in an uncertain world. We didn't know what to expect. And everybody was kind of nervous and scared, so we wanted to do something that was more fun for people to kind of have a diversion from all this weird stuff that was going on. This year was a little bit more of an action movie because much more serious of an angle in the story. So I think for me, after spending kind of the last 4 days filming it, doing a lot of editing and that production work on it, just watching it from behind the curtain and hearing everybody's reactions to it, that's when you know that it's good. It's like, good, they're into it. And then also too, I think the element that we ended up doing it live, finishing live, I don't think anybody expected that. And that was really a cool moment too, when you kind of see the ripple effect of people looking up and then everyone starts looking and then seeing that reaction. So hearing those reactions is something that was sorely missed. I think we forgot how important those reactions are. But now that they're back, it's like, man, this is what wrestling is all about.
Thank you. Can I ask one last question, please?
Yes, you can ask one.
Okay, thank you. With AEW going on tour, but also Fozzy going on tour, could we see the two cross paths?
Say it again.
With AEW going on tour, but also Fozzy going on tour, could we see the two cross paths?
You probably could. I mean, I've been very specific to keep them separate because I want people to understand the separate. I think they do at this point. We just had a new single, Sane, came out on Friday. It's already at 250,000 views on YouTube and all that other great stuff. So you never know. Maybe we'll show up one day. But anyway, Slice it, we'll continue to do both and enjoy being in front of live crowds.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Tony, we just saw the reveal of new AEW figures, which is very exciting, and I think we can all agree that caters to a certain crowd, which is the kids, the preteens, the teenagers. Have you ever thought about extending that demographic with kids, teenagers, and the preteens?
Yeah, I mean, how do you mean? Sorry, I don't mean.
Like almost like maybe starting a kid show, starting something that no other brand has. because nobody really reaches out to the kids demographic.
It's a really good question, and I think I have thought about that and how to reach that demographic. And I'm trying to make young stars and do things that are, going to appeal to that demographic. We have the youngest demographic in wrestling right now, but you're absolutely right. We should be trying to skew younger all the time, and it's a really good thought. Thank you. I'll think about that.
Tonight we saw new champions being crowned, from Britt Baker to Hangman Adam Page. What has it been like to see those two superstars just grow throughout the years of AEW?
It's really cool because I think January 1st, when we came here into Daly's Place, we did a show January 1st of 2020, and it was really pivotal character show for both of them because that was where Britt, in the 4-way world title match, she didn't win the title, but she started to show a dark side, and then later, just weeks later on the Jericho cruise, she talked about Tony Schiavone's previous employment at Starbucks and kind of belittled him, which led to a lot of great character interaction and friendship between them. That is really a big deal now. And Britt grew as a character, but then really in the last year, Britt grew as a wrestler. When she says the thing in the promo that that Sheeta to her helped develop her as a wrestler, and that match was really influential and important to her in terms of developing and being there. It's true, breaking her nose in some ways is the best thing that ever happened to Britt because she came back stronger and better, so that was really great. Hangman on the same show came out to commentary just totally drunk, and the lower third was perfect, and people were doing memes where Hangman was in the Full House opening, and it was just great, and it helped develop his character. And Hangman was already a top wrestler from the beginning, who we involved in the world title scene from the very beginning. He earned a title shot in the first match we ever had for the title against Chris Jericho. He's been a tag team champion with Kenny. He's always been a top star, and I think from the beginning he's really evolved. He's probably been the best match in company history at Revolution with Kenny in the tag against the Young Bucks. And tonight I thought he went out and killed it, and it showed how much the crowd loves him, and for him and Britt to get those reactions from the crowd after they've been working so hard through the pandemic consistently for us for a year plus here in Daly's Place really meant a lot to them, and it meant a lot to everybody close to them. And Hangman's pregnant wife is here, and Britt's family is here, and it was really good. I know you got to see her, and it was a big moment for both of them, and they're both great.
Start on Friday the 13th. Could we maybe see it be a little bit scary?
Yeah, we could, and we also are planning to have a big Halloween episode not long after that, so I don't want to completely blow all the good Halloween stuff and scary gimmicks about 2 months early, but I do want to do some cool stuff, and it could be a great episode, and it's a memorable marketing gimmick if nothing else. It's Friday the 13th. Hopefully it's a good omen and not a bad one. So.
Yeah. You were just talking about young talent and AEW Dark. Is there I don't want to say one specific person, but is there somebody that you've really been keeping a close eye on Dark?
There's a lot of people. I mean, you keep an eye on every match and every young person. I don't want to say tip it too soon, but I think we're going to sign more wrestlers off Elevation and Dark as we go, and we've got great young talent there, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm surprised nobody's asked me about how those shows are going to evolve when we go back on the road.